all you want to see. Victory 5 has that one core identity. Pair up that Zed with the Taliyah. It will define this series in a game 3 between ZWuJi. Oh, ZWuJi, this is later today. Victory 5 and Rogue Warriors. Oh no. They got the pick. Can they go on top of it? A flash from HuaTian early on in this game. While with chance we're going too.
Big loss for Rogue Warriors, having to get a flash and a heal burned earlier on. This is not what they want out of an early aggressive composition. I'm glad that at least they're walking out of their shell and trying something new.
Yeah. But now we're in dangerous waters. If we're talking about Rogue Warriors with the solo lanes that they're currently dealing with, we're looking at, Zed going up against a flashless Taliyah. I mean, that's already a big concern if you're in this game. You look towards Rise too. Already had. If we're talking about the changes that Rise had in that in the patch prior, yeah, sure. He's not going to be able to go towards Aftershock nearly as much. I mean, not at all. To be fair, that's not going to happen, especially with the Rune Prison getting changed. But the damage numbers actually increased, and so top lane Rise has still been seen, just simply because of the damage he's able to accrue.
And we've actually seen a lot of these Rises be targets of 1v1 kills from the Renekton's these days, which is really weird. The Renekton's have been going for the Mercury Treads early just for the additional chase down potential and the shorter duration of a crowd control.
Get away from your red buff. I'm bringing in the Frog too. Full committal, but he ends up picking up his own red buff, so really close. Just wasn't able to get the timing of Killua roaming in.
I really like that path coming in from Aatrox. It's something that few junglers can do, but because he has so much AoE, he can start Raptors, go to his red, and then end up at the bot side. Much better than going red, Krugs, and then back to Raptors.
Here are the runes. Of course, Scorch makes a lot of sense, but oh, you're dead, my friend. Yeah, oops. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's just not going to look good for you. And I don't think Killua had his W. It's a very long cooldown. If we're talking about cooldowns, I think you're going dead. I think you're going down. Okay, actually, Mole leveled up, and on top of that, still had flash, so it was fairly safe.
I'm glad Mole hasn't gone 3 for 3 in being solo killed this series.
That would have been unfortunate. Don't want that happening ever.
He is a mid laner by his career.
Yeah, that's true. Wendy was in the top lane and got solo killed on that one, but
oh, you're right.
That's true.
Right.
So
I'm sorry, shouldn't blame it all on Mole.
There we go. Oh no, Holder's gonna be. I think he's gonna be able to get out. Oh no, yeah, has to flash. Really close. Love that timing Ben had for that one. So Ben 4 being able to get the gank at the right time.
That rub buff secured by Ben 4 was actually massive, allowing him to get to his level 3. Just watch how this happens. No Devour from Killua.
Yeah, just must have been on cooldown. Sometimes we get the opportunity to see it when it went on cooldown. We didn't get to see it then. We just have to trust that Killua is just not willing to see his AD carry die. At the end of the day, you just have to have that trust. But here's Haro. But I mean, Max and Y4 are pretty damn healthy here. Don't think that's going to be a dive. Just really, Krugs going over to the jungle.
Yep, just a bit of experience stolen away here. And that was a great find on Max, actually. It was very close through the minion wave to find the binding onto ZWuJi. It seems like Max is very confident on his Lux pick. That's 3 games in a row that we see Lux just being the ultimate first pick.
Yeah. I mean, he had a great Yuumi performance last time around. And at times it really comes down to what do you prefer for your team? And Lux double binding scales incredibly well. And at times, especially since we want this team to be looking towards pick potential, not having necessarily vision control, I mean, Lux is a pretty good answer.
We were scouting Max as he came in. He is a new
flash in. No one's going to talk about that unless if they can get the kill. That's a lot of damage on the field. One more auto attack. He's able to get it. Can he get out scot-free? Heal coming through from Max, who roams up into the mid lane and stuffs Haro from potentially looking for a fight.
Wow, I can't believe that one actually worked. It was a flash across the wall, but they didn't actually land the Infernal Change. Just the raw damage, enough to take down HuaTian.
Oh, might be able to turn on towards Windy, but they just want to get a full shove on this wave. So it's a team effort on this one. Max should be fine here, but just good timing. They recognize that HuaTian in level 1 still didn't have his flash, and that was the ultimate result of that one.
It's an unfortunate level 1 from V5. It's a lot of times you do have a bit of rock, paper, scissors when you go into the level 1 invades. At least Rogue Warriors are going to find the Raptor.
So that comment's going to be confirmation that ZWuJi is going towards lethality. You look towards Y4, you went, you know, lethal tempo instead of the comet, so not really focusing on the wave clear on that. Or not the wave clear, but the poke. The poke damage, especially since, you know, the buff to Ashe was that reduced cooldown on W on volley. See the trade coming through. It's going to be much better from Rise. In fact, he should be able to get this kill.
Yes, Flash. One more.
Oh, yes! Mole gets the kill.
Just barely enough mana to chase that one down. And Mo finally shows Holder one back, actually. Just pays him back for the previous solo kills that he's endured.
Yeah, on both Windy and Mole's head. Holder is finally not running rough shot in the Earl again. It's been happening too often in this series. And he finally gets, you know, a lesson learned to him. He goes in for the trade. There's no wave near him, and so he can't back away behind a minion. That's just full damage coming in from Mole. And the flash, yeah, take a look at this. Fade away. Don't have to look back on that one, being able to get the kill onto the Renekton.
Cool guys don't look at explosions, and that was very well done on Mole's end. The only thing that I would say about Holder's trade is when he went back, he didn't have a minion to hide behind, like you were talking about. If there was someone there to take the overload, then he would have been fine.
It's a sad reality. Take a look at the lanes themselves. At the end of the day, Victory 5 is looking very good. They have the goal lead for good reasons, the solo lanes that they initially wanted to set up for. Not only did Rise get that solo kill, but Windy got help from his jungler and Ben Forward, able to pick up that kill too on HuaTian. So the solo lanes of Rogue Warriors are now just really struggling.
It's taking a look at the builds in the bottom lane while we have the armor penetration coming in from ZWuJi, a more deviant build. We have Y4 going for the good old trusted Blade of the Ruin King build. Instead of the more popular, we're seeing Triforces and Essence Reavers a lot as well.
Yeah.
So this build is much better objective control and better at sustained damage when the opponents can't really reach, they don't have strong enough engage to reach you.
Yeah. I'm always a fan, of course, of the Sheen with Trinity Force, so you can get that increased damage of the crits you get on Frost Shot. That's always a positive on that one. But the fact that he's going towards the, you know, extra Vamp Scepter, you're right. I mean, it's good for the end of team fights, so he can actually pump out damage, and more importantly, with the poke that he's receiving within this lane, he's getting from the Varus itself, that he can actually heal back up and he can sustain throughout the laning phase.
First Drake going over, and it's going to be a double Ocean Drake setup as well.
Oh my god.
Oof. Rogue Warriors really need to contest at least the next one. They're going to be level 6 for this one. They're going to be level 6 when it does happen. And you really want Xin Zhao to snowball a little bit.
Yeah, it feels bad for Rogue Warriors. The Dragon RNG is not going in their favor. Really early Ocean Dragon, especially for Rise, he's going to have a lot of good times. And it was already a pretty good matchup here, and it's only going to get better with the extra bit of splash damage. This is the best thing about the change from Rise, is that wave clear is no longer difficult. I mean, some of the matchups you would think about, I mean, he just gets it done easy. So Holder has to kind of hold that out underneath tower, getting traded upon.
Definitely makes him a much stronger champion early. The previous Rise, if he wanted a wave clear like this, usually didn't have enough mana to then trade with the champion itself. But this time with the Ocean Drake, he's finding no difficult, and with the new patch, of course.
Yeah, and take a look at this. Zed is getting priority throughout the lane. Killua is going to find the fastest way back onto the map. Remember, he has Spellbook here, so he's taking use of teleports. So you can get it on, off on cooldown, get his heal back. Take a look at this. Windy's always looming up to the top side, just starting to try and bully Holder.
I really like this play from Killua. Like, his AD carry is not in lane yet, so he's shoring up the top side of the map, where Rise and Windy have already gotten full lane priority. So he's just making sure that everyone is safe, doing what a support should do. I really enjoyed this roam.
Yeah, and priority is starting to become a favor on them because of that roam. You're right. Take a look at the control ward deep in the red side jungle of Victory 5 in the southern quadrant. I mean, now when Talia starts to rotate to that side of the map, Zed has to think twice before going up top lane. So through a dominoes of means, now Holder is safer.
Not saying that he's going to get out of that lane fine, but yes, he is safer. The early solo kill just hurts you so much in this trade, especially with the Ocean as well. Most Renekton's can't kill the Rise in a single shot combo.
Yeah.
And if you don't get your Merc Treads before they get their Ninja Tabbies, the matchup just feels awful. It feels unwinnable at times. It is one of those matchups where the Rise just gets ahead and stays ahead.
Yeah, I mean, if you're pressing the F keys, you're definitely looking at your jungler to see what position he's in, to see if he can help you out. Killua is doing a lot of good work to help out his laners, but he does need to go back bottom lane. You can see that ZWuJi is already there, and he can start to contest this wave, so please come back. Ooh, just the tip.
After playing TFT for so long, it's so hard remembering that this actually does physical damage.
Oh my God, save me. So now he's in kill range.
Oh, well done. This is actually flash alt kill range. It's very hard to anticipate a Varus flash alt. The animation is so short.
I mean, at least the sustain's coming through from Max, but how much is the sustain really going to serve you?
Seems like a lot.
I mean, he's going to be at like, yeah, thankfully he dodged that one. Done a lot of damage. In fact, that's a lot. The Ashe ultimate too. Killua's on the losing end of this one. He still has Flash available. I think he's out. ZWuJi is going to be taking a lot of damage here, though. But yeah, really turned on a dime just off that one pick.
That was pretty close. So better positioning on the jungler side by V5. But they
okay, please leave me alone. ZWuJi is getting opened up on, but Kench nearby is going to be able to save him. Oh. What the hell happened there?
Challenger smite, baby.
Sad face. I thought I was out.
This must be so rough on ZWuJi. This is the third game in a row where he's getting this extra treatment from Ben 4.
Yeah, and they picked for, finally, they picked for the lane. It happened. But now they're really getting put back on the back front. Oh no, Haro has to use his ultimate to get him back. In fact, using the teleport. And this is a great opportunity from Holder to be able to get this one. In fact, he's going to try and chase him down, but no minion wave here to try and hack and slash. Okay, please help me. Ignite, not going to tick with that golden watch on his hand.
Getting a kill away, but V5 all three lanes actually doing okay. I would say topside even got himself away from a bad trade there. So 3 wins in a row and a flash taken.
He wants to finally base off this wave. Zed was so close to being able to net that kill. Okay, what's going on here, guys? Leave me alone.
That should be a mold teleport incoming. Killua. Okay,
ZWuJi's on his own on this one, so you really have to question what Rogue Warriors were trying to do in the enemy jungle after losing so heavily. You're right, teleport came through and was able to net another kill on top of ZWuJi.
Getting double Ocean before a laning phase can end is absolutely painful. I want to see how V5 actually play this one out. If they're just going to go for just purely taking the tower down, or they could torment Rogue Warriors a little bit longer.
And this is when I regret to tell all of you guys that the POV stream is ZWuJi this game. So you're seeing a lot of gray. It's cloudy out there. Not having a good one. Taking a look at the mid lane.
Oh, that was cool.
It was so incredibly close. And I saw the animation for Ignite that was on top of his head, so still needed to go golden on that one. But take a look at these lanes. I mean, the fact that Victory 5 had recovered so well in this series to come right back. And it says a lot. It says a lot about those lessons that you learn in a best-of-3 series. It's what you learn, especially nearing the playoff best-of-5. Yeah, Y4's ultimate is going to be coming through. If he can nail that pick on anybody. Let's see. No one's going to be hit by it, but seems like Rogue Warriors are going to be able to get out of this one. The Rift Herald, though, let's see who picked that one up.
It does belong to Rogue Warriors. They don't have anyone in the vicinity who's willing to risk it. No flashes either. Only Haro has a flash, but he's doing Krugs.
Yeah, let's see. I guess we have a few River Wardens now. Max and Ben 4 will be staying true to this. Yeah, no one's going to try and make that attempt. It's a suicide mission.
Good roam by Max. He's there in time, and they're able to ward off, hold on to that 3K gold advantage. Now, the lane allocation is a little bit messed up right here. I don't think the Zed can do much in the top lane, so we do see the Ashe being transitioned back. Y4 and Max going to hold on to that one where they already have an advantage.
Yeah, I guess focus is going to be mostly on Y4 here. That's the question. It's going to be interesting to see what Victory 5 end up doing lane allocation, but taking a look at the turret plating count, I mean, a lot of gold actually went towards the Croc in the top lane.
I don't think this is... Oh, okay. I just didn't see the number on the far left.
Yeah.
All right.
So at the end of the day, that was 7 turret platings going over to Victory 5, 4 over the side of Rogue Warriors.
What we should see happening next is V5 just roaming around with Windy and Ben for Aatrox and Zed, hit squad, tons of damage, tons of gank potential. Whenever they leave lane, the side lanes are going to have to play super safe. And currently, they're going to be able to do this because Haro has to hover around HuaTian. If he leaves HuaTian on his own devices, Windy's just going to open up on him.
Take a look. Rise has a good shove on bot side just through the matchup, and he's looking for a deep invade. He's trying to see, at least he gets the track that, you know, jungler is on the bot side of the map. And that's what happens if the matchup is just heavily in your favor like that. So with all that turret plating gold going over to Renekton, it's not really helping him out too much. He's close to being able to pick up that Spear of Sojin, and in the next all-in, it might help him. But if they're stuck in these lanes, it's going to be a problem.
Definitely is, and I want to see how Rogue Warriors actually use the initiation and the roaming potential on their comp. I feel like this is a comp where at times when you're behind, you still have a great chance of coming back because of your engage. You just have to leave your lane sometimes. You have to be willing to give up some of these minion waves. I think the best way to actually do it is for Haro to hold mid and for HuaTian to look for plays.
Heavy pings up in the top lane. Victory 5 want to do exactly they did last time round, enforcing that top lane turret down, but Rogue Warriors have a much better wave clearing option. All in the potential coming in from Haro. Seems like a straight suicide mission. A lot of faith coming in, but for what reason, what purpose? ZWuJi is going to be on the bad side of this fight here. Teleport. Who is this going to favor? Windy seems like he's about to die here. He's just on his own in this fight. So overall, Victory 5 coming up trumps in this one.
Pure disaster in the bottom lane. Mole catches out Holder as he goes through the teleport, and it's still going on.
Underneath tower, the Tahm Kench is going to be... Oh, wait a second. In fact, that's a pretty good flick coming in from the Talia, but he's also alone on this one. So
good tower damage.
Wow, Turret's actually putting in a lot of work, but as well as they played this, Victory 5 is still slamming them in this fight.
ZWuJi is looking
Don't do
for
this!
it. Oh,
No!
wait for it!
No, help me!
Can he find it?
Okay.
He gets the Krug?
He's all right.
That's it?
Oh, please stop it.
Come on, Ben 4. Oh, that was just mean.
At least they can get this kill back. What a confusing fight. Victory 5 actually had such a great setup. But at the end of the day, I mean, that turret put in a whole bunch of work. This is when you want to see the whole damage chart throughout that last team fight, but just add the turret into the mix.
The solo lanes just outplayed the heck out of Rogue Warriors in that one. The idea behind Haro engaging is that he felt that it could free HuaTian to come in and follow in on the skirmish, but HuaTian actually had to take a really long route because of Windy, and when Holder was teleporting in, Mole did something that was cruel but really intelligent. He actually didn't root him.
Yeah.
He actually just went full damage on him, and when he landed, he had 300 HP and died instantly.
Yeah, I mean, the tail end of that one, you got to see good plays. It really did feel like, as Atlas would put in, you know, smacking them with your wallet. Victory 5 are just so far ahead right now. We're talking about just through the gold, 6K gold lead here for Victory 5. A whole lot of it is on the side of that Aatrox. See another pick now. Okay, 1v1 me. Gets the full allocation. That's an all-in there. A lot of AoE being thrown on the ground, but once again, Victory 5 taking pure control. That's going to be a clean sweep, an ace in favor of Victory 5.
That reminded me of the Cheyenne River.
That's true.
That was a 4-man queue. Straight onto the entirety of Rogue Warriors. V5 are just winning on every single front.
It's a horror story there for Rogue Warriors. Being on the tail end of that one. While the Infernal Dragon was outplayed too, so V5 going to be able to nail themselves that third dragon, double Ocean, and an Infernal.
Ben 4 was one of the first ones to bring Aatrox back into the jungle, and he's showing this split why he's so good on the big 5-1 and 5 already. Hey, Rogue Warriors, you might be staking a name for yourself on this Aatrox picks, but there's more than you that can do well on it.
So this was the 1v1 that we got to see from Y4. Once again, in the same exact position, ZWuJi in the series gets isolated and assassinated before the fight even began. And so once it comes through, I mean, this was a quick one. If you don't have your AD that's fed, what chance do you have in the fight?
And I love the way that V5 are just hopping out of vision to get all of these picks. You could see Y4 going across the bend after he fired his arrow outside of vision just to get that. And in the bottom lane as well, Aatrox finding a great position.
I'm going to ask you a question. I've always faced this one. What's the 75% mean? In other positions, it was like 100% to 100%. I'll ask that question next time. It seems like another fight's happening here. Max has to flash over. Tahm Kench just for preventative measures.
So the first bar actually means...
I'm not going to let you finish that one as well. Ashe is a dead one, maybe. Let's see how long this fight ends up going here. In fact, Ashe could win this 1v1. Oh, please! Oh, my goodness! Please don't!
Shield comes in!
Oh, please, no! All right, the Ashe is going to be even... He's going to be able to fight this one, turn this one back too, using Max as a human shield.
Oh, Y4 just outplaying all day versus Rogue Warriors. That's got to hurt their soul. He was face-checking into a Xin Zhao and still gets away with it. That's not supposed to happen.
In any other game, that is a dead AD carry. That is a dead Ashe. But at this point in the time, man, she has nearly 3 items picked up, and that's a very, very poor Haro. So at this stage, I mean, good luck. It's a Baron buff going over to Victory 5. Looks like they're going in for that last fight. Can Killua get out of this one? About to be routed. Really good ultimate coming in from ZWuJi. Really
great slows.
Yeah, there we go. They had to get out of that one, but that was a really tough position to be in if you're ZWuJi and Killua, but they got to that one pretty masterfully.
Man, Rogue Warriors have to feel deflated at this point. That was a 2v1 where they couldn't win in the bottom side, and also Mole was able to ward off 3 people from Rogue Warriors in the mid lane at the same time. That's just how far ahead V5 are.
Just give me a replay on this one, because I was a little bit suspicious when I was looking at it. It's like, I don't know, the sustain's there for the Ashe.
Yeah, he's 2 levels down, but he does have challenging smite and the red buff. Still can't win. He goes down to less than 100 HP.
He should have just fully committed to the fight. The fact that he kited back and moved backwards instead of just sitting and delivering, that was the main reason for it. What point is there as a melee champion to ever walk back against an Ashe? It's the only question. I think he overthought the situation and started to panic.
Yeah, he just should have went pure in on the auto attacks. It was just 1 away from getting Y4 down.
Yeah, he would have killed him, I think, actually. Definitely would have killed him.
Very close, very close.
So yeah, the Colonel is laying it down. This is another game where Rogue Warriors are getting slapped.
We talked about this match as being high stakes because both were in that 8th to 10th range. Both were going to be gatekeepers. But wait a minute.
Oh my god, all right, another team fight coming through. ZWuJi is able to get the kill on towards Max, but Rogue Warriors are now the victims here. Here comes the flank coming in from Windy. I don't know if there's anyone going to be able to come out of this one scot-free. Zed takes another one down. There we go. The clean sweep once again. The second clean sweep of the game. Victory 5, destroy Rogue Warriors.
And V5 say kill them all. I love what Y4 did there. Straight flash underneath the turret to get 4 slows down with the Fury stacks, with the Runan's Hurricane, and make sure that his team can finish off the team fight. That was some ballsy AD carry play, and that's what I expect out of Y4 all of the time. He might not make the most mechanically outstanding plays, but he will make the most well thought out plays, the best plays for his team. He is known as a great utility AD carry.
Yeah, always looking for the optimal. Take a look at this. We kind of missed this coming into it just to see how Victory 5 initially got caught out. ZWuJi found the pick on towards Max, but the real issue is Zed looking in for a flank. Same goes towards the Rise.
Wow. My God.
Wow. Yeah, the Aatrox is putting in a lot of work here.
I don't think many AD carries would do that, but Y4 really had his eyes on the prize, just going in there, multiple flanking positions, Mole from behind, Aatrox from the side. It's a perfect trap.
That's why they had no real exit strategy. The moment Windy comes in, he's cleaning up. He was the janitor of that fight. Who's your MVP for this one?
Oof, this one's... Well, let me think on that a while.
All right, that's fair. Maybe there's going to be that one fight that someone gets a pentakill and it changes everything. So I'm going to hold you to that one. You're not running away from me on this one.
Okay, I will keep my mind on it. For now, I think I'm going to go with Ben4.
Yeah?
I think Ben4 had the most consequential kills.
I like that. I'm a fan of that one. Certainly a big reason for it. I think Rise is a good one too. So I'll hedge bets on this one. You go with the Aatrox, I go with the Rise.
All right, I'm going to win this one. 8-1-6. I know exactly how they pick their MVPs.
all right, okay. All right, that's fair enough. That's the third inhibitor going down. I mean, at this point, we're talking about line in the sand consistently. No Talia flick coming through from HuaTian. Has to wait for the next roll and cooldown. Not going to wait at all. In fact, all in to get the rise. Just as I'm trying to get an MVP here, he throws himself to the wind.
That was perplexing.
What the hell? Another all-in. He just wanted to die on this one. End this game a little earlier. Okay, that's fair enough. But yeah, Victory 5, we're going to go in for another all-in with the Nexus Tower coming down on
V5?
them.
Hello?
Please.
Hello, V5?
What's going on? I have faith here. There's a lot of faith happening. All right, well, that's another kill. That's actually 3 deaths from Victory 5 while they're trying to close the game. They're going to stick around.
They're still going for it.
They still have super minions coming into the base. And Holder should die here alongside ZWuJi.
Oh, they got the
not
Zed
how
double.
that works. He needed more HP on the Nexus. All right, that's fine. That should be it. Yeah, teleport on side. So that's going to be, you'd expect to be the end of the series, but this one's getting a little bit too ridiculous.
I enjoy the ARAM. Keep it going, guys.
As long as possible. It's not like there's much of a chance for Rogue Warriors to be able to take this one. Mole just going to get a second kill. Try for a third. Let's get a triple kill, why not? Oh, the Zed's going to be able to steal it. Double kill to end this series, and that's going to be a big win for Victory 5. Yeah, we'd love to see it.